You are welcome to another practical accounting session. Today we'll be looking at the continuation of the accounting circle. The accounting circle, like I said in the last episode of this training, is all about the series of stages or steps you take business transaction through in order to convert them into financial data or in order to convert them into financial reports. So we look at the first one, which is about execution of transaction. Basically, when transactions are executed, it is only the business owner that will be in charge of it. But maybe in a well structured organization, you as an accountant might be part of it, or it might be part of the people that will raise invoice. And since you are part of it, you'll be able to track those sales, those invoice to the bank. Although most of the time in practice, you won't be part of this stage, and most organization does not even keep good record and good record of their transaction. You won't even get single entry record, no record at all that you will get. Maybe you can just get their income and their expenses sometimes, but not always. But what we want to rely on is the bank statement, and the reason is that the bank statement 90% of the time captures all the transaction of the business, and apart from that, it is a third party document that is reliable and are rarely subjected to falsification. However, the issue with the bank statement is that the bank statement is not very easy to understand because we are not part of the people that made those transactions. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to analyze and summarize uh, the bank transaction. So in order to do this, you will need to ask the organization or the business owner to give you his or her bank statements in order for you to do this. So this is the bank statement. I've already deleted the name of the this is a real life bank statement for a business. I've deleted the name of the business and the account number. So when you've gotten the bank statement in Excel format, I'm always stressing this Excel format because if the bank statement is not in Excel format, there will be too much stress and you ask so many questions. So always ask for the bank statement in Excel format. In Excel format. So when you get the bank statement in Excel format, the things you will see there is just maybe the dates, the checks number, the details, the debits and the credits, and also the balance. This is what this is all what you will get. Everything from year to year to the balance. That is all you will get from the bank statement. This account description, the class of accounts, and also the amount. You won't get that. You are the one that is going to do that yourself when you are analyzing the bank statement of the business. You are the one that is going to get it. They are the one that are going to do it. And these arrows here, most times you won't see this arrow. All these arrows, you won't see it. You are the one that is going to put it. And in order to put the arrows, that is filter. Just come to maybe the heading. Just come to the heading. You come to the heading, which is all here. Just come to the number there and click the number. So let me remove it first. Let me remove the arrow. You go to your view. No, you come to your data. That is data aspect. Come to filter. So once you click filter, you remove it. But once you click the filter back, the arrow will be there. But we just want just all the this thing all the headings that have names. So let's go back and let's do it. So we come here. So we come to the heading and press we come to the heading of here. From the first name, you press your shift and your arrow key, your right arrow key, to the last name, which is the amount. But when you're analyzing your when you're when you get the bank statement, you won't have the account description, the class of account, and the amount. You are the one that is going to do those ones yourself. But for this purpose, let's just highlight it to the amount and click our filter. So this arrow will be there. You will know the reasons for the arrow later, but for now, just know that is how you create those filters. So after you've gotten the bank statement from the business owner in Excel format, the first thing you need to do is start analyzing the bank statement. And in order to do that, we need to first of all create account description. So you just come to here, because as at that time there won't be anything here. There won't be anything all here. There won't be anything all here. So you just come to here, you click and you write account description. You click it. And you have to get your account description. You will need to ask the business owner so many questions, like, ma or sir, which type of expense is this? I mean, this money that went out, what did they use it for, and what did you use it for? Yes. So those are the questions we will be asking. You will ask so many questions that we won't get tired of you. So those are the type of question you will ask. Like now, for example, like this one now, this amount, this one that I just clicked, that is in this 12. This one that I just clicked. Uh, you saw 12,200 was debited. That is, the business owner spent 12,200. You will need to ask the business owner, this 12,200, what did you use it for? What did you pay for? And the business owner will say, okay, I used it for this one, I used it for that one. You might tell the business owner physically if you are there with him, or maybe through text or calls. You say, okay, there was one time you sent Felicia Akpe and me 12,200. What was the money for? The business owner will say, oh, I use it for this, I use it for that. But you can use your own intuition, you can use your own sense to find out what some of these expenses are. You can use your own sense just by looking at the bank statement already. The first one that you can use is you can use your sense for, is just the bank charges. And normally we know that the bank charges should be from like 15 naira, 100 naira, 150, 500. Like, those are bank charges. So anywhere we see 500, 15 naira, we will know, okay, those amounts in the debit side are bank charges. Because once the debit amount is 15 naira, 200, okay, we look at, maybe this thing is the bank charges. So you can put those ones as bank charges. But in order to confirm that, you come to this debit amount, this arrow here, you click it, you unselect everything. That you just click here to unselect everything. You come to this small amounts, you click all these small amounts, because you might be thinking, oh, these ones are just ordinary bank charges. Let me check if they are highlighted as bank charges. So you click. I'm not going to analyze the whole bank statement in this video, because it will take us time. It will take hours, sometimes even days, to analyze the the bank statement, but with time you get good at it. You are going to analyze it yourself. I'm going to send this particular bank statement to you, to everyone in the group, to use as an assignment for themselves in order to analyze, create journal on it, and also prepare financial reports on just these bank statements, so that you can have a sense on how to do it in practically, because this is a real life bank statement. So we are clicking the small amounts. We've clicked from 0 kobo to 250 to 300 to 373, 400, 500. These small amounts there. Let's click up to 1000 to know if all of them through are bank charges. Okay, let's click to all here. So we press OK. We press OK. We press OK. So we filtered the remaining amounts. Like what we did now is just to filter the amounts that are from 0 kobo to 1500. So any amount that is not from 0 kobo to 1500 will not show in this bank statement as of now, because of this filtered that we just did. So now the first one there is the account maintenance plus VAT. Obviously that is the bank charges. The stamp duty charge. Maybe when you went to pay for the stamp duty, they remove 15 naira. That is also a bank charges. NIP charge plus VAT, those are bank charges. This one now, electricity money. Maybe when you're going to pay electricity, they charge you 15 naira from your bank. That is two bank charges. Airtime, the business owner bought airtime of 1500 maybe for the business. So you record it as an airtime. This is not a bank charges, but although it will still be classified as an expenses. It will still be classified as an expense because the bank charges is an expenses, and you buying airtime for your business is still an expenses. So the next one there is your NIP charge, 10 naira, 10 naira. Those are bank charges. So you can use your sense to say, oh, this particular one is bank charges, and this particular one is not bank charges. So that is how you filter and you do all this. See this particular one now. This one is 115. Electricity money is 150. You know electricity money can't, electricity bill can be 150 for your business. So you just tag this as a bank charges. This one again, 1500. And we saw Samuel Olalekon at the amount there. So we won't know if this is a bank charges or not, because this amount is big. So what we'll do is we will click on it. So once we click on it, we go to the description. That is this place here. We will read everything that is here. We saw data subscription. So data subscription, what is data subscription? That is an internet expenses. So we write it here as under the account description as an internet expenses. So it's not a bank charges. So that is it about using your intuition, using your brain. So let's unfilter everything. You can come here to unfilter everything. Clear filter from debit. I'll just clear it. That is how we do it. So another way that we can also use our intuition is by clicking the thing that we want to do. Let's click here now, for example. Let's click this one, for example. Let's just look for one to click. See this one, and this one I will click under this 23, which is Samuel Olalekon. This one, Samuel Olalekon made an look. If you come to this place here, to the description bar or a formula bar, you will see what they write: office expenses. So we know the description was an office expenses, meaning this 8,000 naira went out to just expenses for the business. So you can record it here as an office expenses. So that is as easy as that. And anyone that you don't understand what it means, you can always ask the business owner. Always ask the business owner, because in this profession you must ask. You must ask in order not to do mistake. And sometimes asking will frustrate the business owner, and it also frustrates you, because when you text the business owner or call, they say, this guy don't dey call again. Sometimes they won't even reply you because they are busy running their business. They won't let an accountant to like disturb them when they are running their business. So you must ask. But for the purpose of this training, I'm not going to show you how to do analyze. I'm not going to analyze everything here. I'm not going to analyze everything here. So anyone that you don't understand, you can feel free to ask me. You can come to my DM and ask me, how was this? How did they make these expenses? What did they use this money for? I will stand in the gap like I'm the business owner. So you ask me and I will tell you, oh, this amount was made for this one was made for this. But before you come to ask me, make sure that you've done all this. You've done all this. You've come here, you've clicked, and you see this particular one and this number 16. You've clicked this one, this number 16 for example. You've clicked it and you've seen office cleaning expenses. You will know this one is office cleaning expenses, and you record it other office expenses, and the class of account is to an expenses. This particular one is boldly written airtime. You will know that is airtime. Some are not boldly written. Some are not boldly written there. So you need to ask the business owner, what was this money made for? How was this expenses incurred? So that you can give it a proper description. You can give it a proper description. So that is how you do it. And basically in the debit side, the money normally that will be in the debit side are normally your expenses, because obviously you are paying money out, and money is going out of your account. So you either pay money for expenses, one, for maybe your assets. You are purchasing assets. So since the money is going out of the business, it might be an expense, it might be you buying an asset, or it might be you buying goods or services for your business. So that is basically what stays in the debit side of the bank statement. While the credit side of the bank statement, 90% of the things in the credit side of the bank statement are just sales, or let me say service income, because not all business sells. Some of them are provide service. So but let me say 90% of it is sales and service, or service income. So most of the thing you will see in your credit side are your sales or your service income. Sometimes you can also see your capital. You can also see your capital. The money that they introduce to the business is a capital. So that will be in the credit side of the account. That will be in the credit side of the account. See this amount now. This 52,000 naira. This 52,000 naira. This 52,000 naira. We saw 52,000 naira in the credit side of the bank statement. You say, oh, this is sales. But you need to ask the business owner that somebody called Tebo sent 52,000 naira to our account, and in the description is showing 40 of invoice sum for account preparation. The business owner will be like, oh, I remembered when so person paid me money just for me to prepare accounts for the person. So you will classify that as your sales or maybe your service income, and the class of account is income. There's another credit balance here, and this one is when you look at this thing is Adeniji Adewale put a account description of Tijani training, accounting training. So maybe this person paid 10,750 just for this person that has the business that has the bank statement to teach him how to prepare accounts. So that is also sales. The things that will be in your credit side are your sales. 90% will be your sales. And maybe when when you when you as the business owner borrowed your business money, so since the money is entering into your accounts, it will be in the credit side. To be in the credit side, because when you give money to not the accounting aspect, but normally in a bank, when they transfer money to you, it will be credit. So you'll be in the credit side. So since you are borrowing money from your from your business, it will not be sales, because most people most people most people like beginners think that everything in the credit side of the bank statement is just sales. No, most of them are not sales. Some are money that you borrowed your business. One. Another one are also loan you applied for. Like, let me say you applied for loan and they later disburse you the loan. They later gave you the loan. So the loan will not come in the debit side, it will come in the credit side, because money is entering the business account. And another thing that will be in the credit side is also reversal. Is the reversal. Let me see, you want to transfer 15,600 to Akpan now. This Akpan, you want to transfer 15,600 to him. But after you've transferred the money, you now say, this money did not go out of your account. Oh, did not go out of your account. The money later came back. So that is the reversal. You won't classify that as a sales. If not, you will overstate your income. So that will be a reversal. And how to work on your reversal would be that you will be to look for that class of accounts, that you wanted to pay money to. You just do the corresponding entry there for it to cancel each other. Let me say, for example, that you want to buy airtime of 1,500. You wanted to buy airtime of 1,500, and you later transferred 1,500, but they sent you the money back. You just do the corresponding entry there. Do the corresponding entry. Since airtime is 1,500, like, you put it in the debit side once you've purchased it. Just kukuma do the credit side, just to cancel it. So that is how you treat your reversal. So those are the things that will be in your credit side. But the things that usually takes time is the debit side, the debit amount. This one takes time to do, but this credit amount is okay. It does not take time to do. But everything I've said is what would be in your credit side and your debit side. So once you know the things that will be there, you'll be putting the description one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. So that is how you do your account description. So the next one now will be after you've done your account description, the next one there will be your class of accounts. Remember, there are basically five class of accounts. Five class of accounts. And the five class of accounts are your assets, your liability, your income, your equity, or let me say capital, and your expenses. Those are the five class of accounts that we have in accounting. So when you are recording your account description, you see, oh, VAT is 43.55. So, oh, this is a bank charge. So bank charge is normally our expenses. The stamp duty, this is a bank charge, our expenses. Sales is an income under the five class of accounts. Sales again is an income under the five class of accounts. When you purchase assets for the business, it will be we classify it as an asset. When somebody borrowed you money, we classify it as a liability. When you borrow somebody money, we classify it as a asset. So let's look at it. In this account classification, in this bank statement here, there was no liability. liability. So let's look at the assets. Let's look at the assets. What are the things that are in the assets in this bank statement? So let's just click only the assets. So in the assets here, in the assets here, we had loan. Loan. We gave loan to Oluwayemi Roots. We gave loan to her. So that would be an asset. That would be an asset. Samuel Olaliko, car saving. This one was saving. This one was saving. You know, when preparing this account, the business owner said audio money, audio description. When he was sending the money to when he was sending the money, he was putting a description of saving, and that saving indicated that he was saving to purchase a car. So, and purchasing a car is an asset. Purchasing a car is an asset. So you put it. You put it. So that is it about the asset aspect of it. That is about the asset aspect of it. So the next one is the expenses. Is the expenses. So you know how to get to expenses. Bank charges and expenses, electricity expenses, office expenses and expenses, airtime is an expenses, advertisement is an expenses, concession fee, cost of sales, that is an expenses. So that is it about the expenses aspect. You know how to do that. You know how to do that. And the next one there is the income. Is the income. So when you sell, it obviously be an income. To be an income. So these things are not going to rise here. So if you are the one that is going to put all of them one by one, one by one, that is the work you do as an accountant. Because is stressful because the business owner does not keep any accounting records. Does not keep invoice. Does not track sales. Does not track their expenses. So you preparing accounts from a bank statement is very 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 stressful. So since it's stressful, you will know how to build the custom the business owner, since you know it's stressful. So you are going to be the one that are going to be putting the income one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. So that is it about the income. That is about the income. That is about the income. If there was a liability here, you see the liability. So but there was no liability here. So let's just unfilter it. Just unfilter it. So the next one there will be the amount. So it will be the amount. That is this amount here. As at the beginning we have a credit of 10,850. It will be there. It will be there. But you use a formula. You use a formula for this. You use a formula for this. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We get there. So since you've known how to like put your account description and the class of accounts, the next thing I usually do is for me to like in fact no, not even the next thing, the first thing I do when I get a bank statement is to freeze pin. Is to freeze is to freeze pin, which I've already done sef, but not in this video, which I've already done. If you want to freeze your pin, what you do is you just come to, like, let me see, you want to freeze all year. You want to freeze all year. You want to freeze all year, like you want to be seeing this amount. You want to be seeing this debit amount, credit amount, balance, everything. You want to be seeing them even though you are scrolling down. You want to be seeing them. What you do is just come under there, under the place you want to see. So let me first unfreeze it. Let me first unfreeze it. Let me first unfreeze it. So I've unfreezed it. Now if you go down, you won't see the thing again. So that will be making our work look somehow. I think will be stressing us. So in order to do that, you just come under here. You just come under the places you want to see. You want to see this check number, details, debit amount, credit amount, and all these amounts when you are scrolling down. So what you're going to do is just come under there. Come under. Come under. One line under. And tap your freeze panes, which is under the view. Which is under the view. And tap here. So you see a line. So you can scroll down to wherever you want and it will still be there. So that is the first thing I do when I actually get a bank statement. So After that, I want to put a check to know how much is my total debit amount and how much is my total credit amount. So in order to do that, I will click up here. I will click up here on top this debit amount and put my equals to sub total. Sub total. Don't use sum. Use sub total so that in case you filter, it won't be showing you the main amount. The thing will be showing you the amount, and the thing will be showing you the amount of the filter. So you your subtotal. We want to sum everything. We want to know the total sum of all the amounts in the debit amount. So you put your sum, which is 9. You click it. You put your comma. After you put your comma, you click from the first place the figure is. There's supposed to be a figure. You click there. And you hold your shift and press down till you've gotten to the ending of the bank statement. So this is how you do it. You press your shift till you get to the end of the bank statement. Sometimes you can also use your shift, and you can hold your shift and control with down. That will be much faster. But since we've already started with the shift, let's continue like that. So this is the ending of the bank statement. So now we can press our enter. You see, it's showing us that our total debit amount, the total amount in the debit side, that is the total amount that went out of this business, is 2542710.24. So this is the total amount that went out. So the next one is our credit. That is total amount that came into the business. So just come here. Instead of doing that, you can use that same formula again, but let's just copy and paste the formula. So we right click, we press copy, we come to the up of this credit amount and we press paste. So these are automatically it has automatically sum all the credit amounts. So the next thing for us to do is to just get our balance. So this is our total debit, total amount that went out, and this is the total amounts that came into the account. So in order to get our balance, that is our last balance, is we will do equals to the total amounts that came in. We will click here, minus the total amounts that went out. You will click here and press your enter. So it will give us this 350,000. So in order to cross check if this is correct, we will come back to you will scroll down to the ending of this bank statement. You will scroll down to the ending of this bank statement. So you see the ending of this bank statement, the last balance there was 350,000 naira. So it means what we did is actually correct. So what we did is correct. So after we've done all this check, we can also do a check for this amount side. But before then, how you get this your total amount? How you get this your total amount is by putting let me clear everything here. I've cleared everything. So I've cleared everything. So in order for us to get our amount, because when you are doing this on your own, you won't get the account description. I've showed you how to do this. You won't get your class of account. I've showed you how to do this. So the next one there would be your amount, which you won't get with the bank statement. You're going to be the one to do it. So in order to do this, you come here, the first place that there is figure, that is all here. You come here and you put equals to if equals to if you put your bracket, if the this debit if this debit is equals to 0, comma, if this debit is equals to 0, give me the credit, give me the credit, or else just give me the negative of the debit, or else just give me the negative of the debit. That is how you get that part using this formula, and you press enter. You see, the this amount now is showing us, and this is the credit amount. So in order to have the remaining other figures there, because this one is 10,875. So in order to add this debit amount, which is obviously a minus here, and all the amount in the debit side is a minus, because this is a credit amount, and 14 naira and 15 naira went out of the account. This credit amount, the money in the bank will reduce. So we put it as a bracket, so let's put it as a bracket. And in order to do that, since we've already inputted those formula, what we just do next is dragging this thing down. We will drag it down to the ending of the account. We will drag it down to the ending of the account, and it automatically shows. It automatically shows. It automatically shows. So that is how to do those. That is how to do that part. Very easy to do that part. So the debit amount, which is a expenses or the asset, will be showing us brackets. So let's confirm. It will be showing us brackets. So the asset and the expenses. The assets and the expenses now. The amount side will be showing us brackets because money is going out. But the income no, is under this class of accounts. But the income will be showing us the one that does not have brackets, because that is where money is coming in. It's not a minus. So to show you, it will be showing us plus. So that is it for that, how to get the amount. Let's unfilter everything. So the next thing for us to do is to create a summary of all these things. And in order for us to create the summary, we need to use a pivot table. We need to use a pivot table to create a summary of everything. So to do that, let's copy everything let's copy everything in this bank statement. So in order to copy, just press your shift to this place, and let's hold control also, so that it will be faster. So we've gotten to the ending of the bank statement. So in order for us to do, let's go to insert to find our pivot table. So insert. So they're asking us if we want to put it in a new sheet or an existing sheet. That if you want it in an existing sheet, in this existing sheet, it will come to the side of your bank statement, but we don't want that. Let's put it in a new sheet. Okay, the thing has already opened a new sheet, that is a sheet 2. So what we need here is our account description. We take our account description to the row label and we drop it. It will show us like this. The next thing we need is our amount. The amount, we click the amount and put it in the value. So it will show us all this. So that is how to get a summary of our of our analyzed bank statement, we use the pivot table to do that. So let's change this minus to bracket. All this minus, let's change them to brackets. Let's change them to brackets. So let's click this B. Let's click this B and click this comma here. It will change all the ones that are negative to bracket, and the ones that are negative are the ones that when money went out, which are the expenses or also the assets. So if you want, you can come under here and click and write the class of accounts, but we don't need that. But if you want, you can do it. So that is how we create the summary of the account. So we can come here and put this as, we can come to this sheet and rename it. You can put it as bank summary. Bank summary. So since I already have one here, let me just put it as bank summary 2 and enter. So this is it. So this is how you create you analyze your bank statements and you create a summary of it, a pivot table for the summary of it. So this is just telling us that all the AC installation that we have in that bank statement, the thing combined everything and made it 35,000. Audio advertisements we had in the bank statement, it converted audio advertisements to 339800. It converted everything. Audio airtime 500 airtime, 1005 airtime, it added all of them to be 11,000. So that is how we get the summary of everything there. So it's from this summary that we're going to start using for our journal. So from the journal we go to the ledger and trial balance, from the trial balance to the financial statement. So this video that I just did now is how you summarize, how you analyze and summarize your bank statement, the bank statement of the business. So I will see you in the next video where I will be showing you how to journalize all this. So thank you for now.